Recent students at RMIT University have recently been able to turn carbon dioxide with the help of liquid metals back into coal. This research brings new ways into reducing/removing carbon dioxide from greenhouse gases that are present in our atmosphere. The new way of converting carbon dioxide back into carbon can happen at room temperature. This process is way more efficient and scalable. Another benefit that was found through this process was the carbon can hold electrical charge and become a supercapacitor, so it could potentially be used as a component in future technologies, such as vehicles in the future. Since the amount of greenhouse gas emissions and global warming have created a large amount of CO2 being released, which will need to be removed from our skies, or we won't be able to maintain our climate as it will be unstable as it is affected over the future generations. Capturing the CO2 and burning it underground has been brought up many times, but since possible leaks and engineering issues have arose, as a result, if we can convert it back into a non-volatile substance while not using up an excessive amount of materials in the process, we can pave the way for the future of renewable energy and keep our planet from killing us off itself. What interests me in this article is that they took a problem that is quite massive due to not only the livestock but deforestation and helped find a new way to make it more efficient from our harmful emissions in our atmosphere and turn it into a solid form. Pollution is a global problem as a lot of humans and animals in the world produce CO2, even fires produce CO2. Since we are killing our planet due to our large CO2 emissions, if we can find out how to minimize that so we have more time on the planet, that's pretty cool and important. This article showed a more efficient way of storing and reducing carbon emissions, which is also finding a new benefit of this method as it can possibly open up way more room for renewable energy sources as time goes on. I've also found that the other methods that we were using prior are really inefficient compared to this method, as it is not very good for storage and it was very resource demanding in comparison to this method. It is important as it expands the possibility of disposing waste from our air and turning it into renewable energy, benefiting the environment and ourselves. As scientists keep making breakthroughs in our world, we can have a better understanding of how the world works, and we can continue to make the world work to the best of our ability.